All right, AB Calculus students, this is question 2006, number 6. We have a twice differentiable function. They give us some information about f prime, and f double prime. And then they give us g of x. And so we're going to start by looking at part A. All right, part A, they want us to find g prime 0. Before we can find g prime 0, we need to find g prime x. So here we have the derivative of e to the u. The derivative of e to the u is simply e to the u times chain. Now when I say times chain, if somebody says what's the derivative of 8x, you would say 8, or 6x, you would say its derivative is 6. So the derivative of ax is going to be simply have a chain of a. And then over here we need the derivative of f of x, which is f prime x. Okay. So we're going to use this for g prime 0, but I'm just going to move on and also find g double prime x. Before I can find g double prime 0, I need to find g double prime x. So let's just go ahead and find this now. Now this a is a constant multiplier. Like if I had 7e to the 7x and someone wanted the derivative, the 7 would stay there, and then the derivative of e to the 7x would be e to the 7x times chain. And here you'd have two 7s, that would make a 49. So likewise here, if I were to take the derivative, the a is a constant multiplier, it just sits there, and the derivative of e to the u is e to the u times chain. Now, this 7 and this 7 you'd multiply to give you 49, but if I have an a and an a, I'm just going to call it a squared. And then over here, the derivative of f prime x is f double prime x. Okay, so now let's answer the question. The question is, what is g prime 0? G prime 0 is going to put a 0 up there. 0 times that's going to be a 0. F prime 0. Okay. So e to the 0 is 1. So a times 1 is a. And then f prime 0 they gave us way up here is negative 4. So a plus negative 4, or other words, a minus 4. All right. The second one now wants g double prime. So a minus 4 is the answer. And now we want g double prime 0. If I put a 0 there, I just get e to the 0. So I get a squared times 1, which is a squared, and f double prime 0, which is 3. And there you go. Very strange question. I wouldn't say it's that difficult, but a little strange. And now we're going to go to part B. All right. For part B, they introduce a new friend, h of x. And they say h of x is cosine of kx, f of x, and they want to know what's the equation of the tangent line at x equals 0. Well, at x equals 0, if we want a tangent line, there's two things we need. We need a point on h. We need to know what is h of 0 equal. So that's going to be the ordered pair 0, comma something. We've got to figure out what that is. And then the second thing we need is what is h prime 0. So if this is the point, h prime 0 is going to be the slope. And then we'll take the point and the slope and write the equation of a tangent line in point-slope form. Now, let's go ahead and get started. We need to know what is the point, h of 0. So h of 0, I think I'm going to be writing in the glare a little bit. Let me move down just a bit. Okay. So h of 0 is cosine of, if I put a 0 here, 0 times k is 0, and then f of 0. Now cosine of 0, if you go to the unit circle, at 0, you got 0 and pi over 2 and pi, and you take the ordered pair here, remember it's cosine and sine, so cosine of 0 is 1, and f of 0 was provided way up here, which is 2. So we get 1 times 2, which is 2. So h of 0 is 2. So our point is 0, comma 2. And now we need our slope. Now our slope is going to be a little more difficult. Okay. So the slope comes from the derivative, h prime x, and they said, if you read the question, find h prime x. So we had to do it anyways, and your brain better tell you that's the product rule. Remember, product rule, first piece times derivative of the second, plus second piece times the derivative of the first. So first piece, cosine of kx times the derivative of the second piece. The derivative of f of x is f prime x, plus the second piece, f of x, times the derivative of the first piece. The derivative of cosine u, so is negative sine u times chain. And our chain there is a k. And this right here is what we get. All right, now we want to know what is h prime 0. So it's cosine of, if I put a 0 there, 0 times k is 0. F prime of 0, f of 0, negative sine of, that right there is 0 times k. All right, if we go back to the unit circle, the ordered pair 1, 0 at 0, that's the cosine, that's the sine. So cosine of 0 is 1. So here we have 1 times f of 0, f prime 0, which is negative 4, plus f of 0, 2, times negative up, and here's the kicker, sine of 0. Sine of 0 is 0. If you were wondering what in the world are you going to do about that k, it gets destroyed. 2 times 0 times k is gone. Simply leaving h prime 0 is negative 4. Okay, so the problem ends by taking the point and the slope and writing the equation of a tangent line in point-slope form. So y minus y1 equals m, the slope of negative 4, and then x minus x1. And there you go, point slope form. That's question 2006, number 6. Have a good day.